to eliminate procrastination, to eliminate that spirit of fear, because God didn't give it to you. He gave us a spirit of power. Let us help you find that power and step into your greatness. I'm Dr. Evelyn, and this is History in the Making Coaching Network. We can be found on our website at historyinthemakingcoachingnetwork.com.
OMG, do you have all the titles, all the books, all the leadership books, all the latest books, and you still are stuck? Do you not know where you fit in, don't know how to show up in the world, but you know in the inside of you, you got it, but you don't know how to show it? Do you need a transformation? I was that chick, I was that lady, I was that woman, I was that queen, and I didn't know how to do it. I needed a transformation infusion. That's why I created 1 million lives transformed. If you want to know how I did it, if you want to change your life, if you want to transform.
Everyone, thanks for tuning in today. So today we want to talk about walking in identity to understand purpose, to influence, dominate, and impact industry. Identity is who you are. Who you're created to be, who you are in your existence. And it just doesn't have to do with what you do, what you accomplish, what you achieve, but identity is actually being you, being the person that understands their power, understands their authority, understands what it is that they need to be doing to impact, influence, take over, multiply, increase, and subdue. A lot of people try to maneuver and operate without identity. It's impossible. Your identity is your key to your success, and your success is centered around your achievements, your accomplishments, your power to dominate. But it's also dealing with your drive and your initiative to understand who you are. A lot of people go through life and they don't understand who they are, and they really never sit down and really evaluate who they're really supposed to be, who they are, not just from man's aspect and man's opinion, but also from God's opinion, and who God actually created them to be in the earth. So when we look at identity, identity starts with the perception of the mind. What is perception? Perception is the point of view. Perception is what you believe, what you see yourself to be from the mindset. The mindset is your place of operation. It's your place of knowledge. It's your place of understanding. It's your place of wisdom and comprehension. Whenever a person doesn't comprehend who they are in totality, there becomes confusion. Confusion and mixed identity, or it could be false identity. So a lot of times we see a lot of people walking around, but they're actually walking around in false identity. A lot of people take on other people's identities, and sometimes we think it's their success, but it's actually the success of others. In this time, we want to make sure that we're walking in full identity of ourselves and not identity of other people, because you can only last in other people's identity for so long until you have nothing else to fall back on. But when you're walking in your true identity, you're consistently growing, you're consistently achieving, but you're actually walking in the real you. So now let's go to purpose. The reason for which something is created or exists. We have a lot of things that exist in the world today. We have a lot of things that are created to make sure that we get what we need, like food. Food is created to make sure that we are nourished, that we grow, that we have protein, all that kind of stuff is in the food to make sure that we have something to live off of. Food is our living, what's the word I want to use? Is our resource to life. I'll say that. Our job, your job is a necessity to have money, to pay your bills, to live, to achieve what you want financially. That's what a job is created for. Your car is to get from point A to point B. Your house is so that you can have shelter and have somewhere to live and lay your head. Now, your purpose. What is your purpose? How do you identify your purpose? It all stems back to identity. Sometimes we have to sit and we have to evaluate what it is that we are good at. Because a lot of us, we have a lot of gifts, we have a lot of talents, but what is it that is our dominant? What do we do best? What do we do best? And when we understand what we do best, we understand where our success is. Because your success comes from the power to achieve your purpose. So when I locate what it is that I do best and what I'm good at, then I can understand, okay, what is my target? Who are the people that I'm supposed to be connected to? Who am I supposed to be using this gifting for? What am I supposed to be using this gifting for? What is this gifting supposed to be doing, not just for me, but for other people? And when you understand that, there's power in that, because when you understand who you're supposed to be using your gifting for, where you're supposed to be using it at, then there's power to operate. And then when you have power to operate, then you have power to be successful. So let's look at dominate. Have a commanding influence on, exercise control over. So when we understand identity, when we understand purpose, now we're able to dominate completely. We're able to have control, not just over ourselves, but over the entity or the sphere of grace that God has given us to actually have influence in. So say, for instance, your gifting is concerning the music industry, or your gifting is concerning the government, or your gifting is to impact nations and to change nations, or change education, or change the government in that nation, or to have a power to sit in a seat of authority and be influential and be impactful in your gifting. Now that you have dominance, you have control. Well, what is control? Control means that I have the power to multiply. I have the power to increase. I have the power to bring in harvest. I have the power to multiply in that area that I have been called to use my gifting. And so when we look at that and we look at influence, what is influence? Influence is the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect of itself. So in all of this that we're talking about today, walking in identity to understand purpose, to influence, dominate, and impact industries, government, nations, we see that identity is a very important factor in a person's life. Purpose is a very important factor. Those are the main things that you have to have in order to live life, in order to achieve greatness, in order to be great, in order to be a successful person. You have to have identity. You have to have your purpose, and you have to understand who you are. So in my understanding that I am not just here just to be here, I'm here to be someone, and I'm not just here to be someone for myself, but also to other people. And when I understand that, then I'm powerful. I have authority, and the sky's the limit. I can do anything that I want to do. I can achieve whatever I want to achieve, however I want to achieve it, when I have my identity, when I have my purpose. When you know who you are, nobody can stop you. Nobody can degrade you. Nobody can sway you to the left or to the right. Nobody can detour you from your goal and achieving that goal. So understand this. When we walk in identity and we walk in purpose, we have the power to influence. We have the power to dominate and the power to impact. There's nothing that you cannot do without identity. So thank you all for listening today. I hope this helped you in a way that you will want to find more about yourself and how to actually achieve your identity and actually achieve your purpose while you're here on earth and actually be successful at it. So.
Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to sit in this space, to stay with you, to look at you, to encourage you. Thank you. You know why I'm here? Yes, I'm here for you and only you, because I survived for this day. I survived just for you to hear that you are enough. I survived just for you to understand that you are strong enough, that you are wise enough, that you are all enough for where you are just now. When people look at me, they see an established IRS enrolled agent who settled over 300,000 client tax debts through every year. They see a coach who transforms young adults and adults from obscurity, low self-esteem, while they stand in their purpose and do exactly what they were designed to do. You see a pastor's daughter who will raise her hand and sing and wow the crowd. But I know you know something about pastor's daughter. Guess what? They're good for nothing. They never amount to anything. But I beg to differ. This is a different one you're looking at. This is a survivor of everything that you hear about them, because I am here on purpose just for you. But it wasn't always like this. Surviving the sores while I was going through school, putrefying sores that I could not hide because you have to see my mouth when I speak. And what they call me? Sore eye. Every time I hear that, it hurts to the core. Then the teacher, because I was slow. You know what they call slow? Dyslexic. It took me 3 times to do one thing that others who were fast, who were on the run. I sat there and I slowly do what I have to do. It is so amazing when your teacher, one of my favorite teacher, look at me, Miriam, academia is not for you. You should learn a trade, because there is nothing here that you would actually be able to do. That hurt even more, because the people you look up to are the ones who throw you down. Have you ever been in a situation where persons who you're looking to for guidance the very friends that you're looking to standing with you, your family members who you're looking for comfort and sustenance, and they're not there for you. We have a tendency to believe that everything that we need lies in the other person. But I came here to tell you, it is in you. My source, God, reminds me, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And the same thing goes for you, because the mold that I was created from, it was destroyed immediately after I was formed. And I know that's the same for you, because you have your fingerprint and I have mine. Isn't that wonderful? What that is telling me, you are here on purpose. So it's not only for me, although I am just sharing this stage right now, but I'm just letting you know you are here on purpose. I let that sink in a little bit, just reminding you, in case you forgot, you are here on purpose. You are more than enough for where you are, for what you're doing. But the good thing about it, your destiny is not your roadblock. Your destiny is not where you stand. When you look at me, there are so many things that comes to mind. You may be asking yourself, what is she about? I have accomplished so much things. Anyway, if you're in your downtime, remember, this is just a phase of your life. This is not your destination. I remember someone said, you park for a little bit just to rest. If you're a trailer driver, you know you have rest stops. So you park and you relax. But if you stay there too long, the authorities will come and find out, what are you doing here? Move along. So I stop here to tell you, you are too long in your rest stop. You have a destiny. You have a purpose to fulfill. You are here on purpose. God designed you for a purpose, and you must fulfill that. So I look at you, you look at me. Let's raise the bar higher. You were looking down, let's raise the bar higher. Higher to where you're going. Because if you walk with your head down, all you're gonna do, you're gonna bump into obstacles. You're gonna fall. You're gonna trip and hurt yourself. But I stop here to tell you, raise the bar higher. Sometimes if you raise the bar, if you lift your hand, you may have to stand on your tippy toe if you're short like me. Or if you're raising the bar, you may have to stretch a little bit. Use those muscles that you haven't used for a long time. Let's raise the bar higher. Forgetting, as Paul says in the Bible, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching for those things which are before. Let's press. We are raising the bar higher. The things of the past are no longer in your view. So if you continue to look in your rear view, if you continue to walk forward and look behind you, you will not get to your destiny. and God designed you for a good destiny. In Jeremiah 29, verse 11, he said, "The thoughts I think of you are thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Man, an expected end. What that is telling me, that my success is already over on the other side. But if I don't raise my bar, if I don't reach, if I don't move, I will stand and die in this space. But I'm here on purpose. I'm walking in my purpose, so I will fulfill the destiny that God has designed me for. I want you to look at the person beside you. I know it's COVID, so you may not be able to touch them, but just eye contact. Say after me, "I am more than enough. I am good enough. I am strong enough. I was made for this. God destined me for this. God purposed me for this. I am more than enough." Yes, you will hear those little voices letting you know, "What are you talking about? You can't move this. You can't leave here. You are a loser." No. The God of heaven who created you for purpose is letting you know that you are more than enough. You have what it takes in you to develop, to build, to stand up in your greatness. You have what it takes. Today, I have been thinking of where I came from. I survived that bullet to let you know you are more than enough. I survived the nervous breakdown to let you know that you are more than enough. I did not come here just to smile, but I come here to remind you that you are more than enough. You need to hear this so often that you stand up and stand out and do exactly what you're called to do. I am not here to preach because I am not perfect. I am working through my imperfections because I was there with you. I was where you are. And if you're John or Sally or even Lennon, I was where you are. So if you are successful and you think that there is no time, there's nothing else for me, you are more than enough. You know what I mean? So many times we reach these roadblocks in our lives, and guess what? We sabotage ourselves because we think that, oh, I've tried so hard and I still can't get there. You know why you're feeling uncomfortable? Because destiny is calling you. Are you gonna sit there and allow yourself to be taken from where you're supposed to go? Are you gonna sit there and allow destiny to pass you by? Because no one can take destiny from you unless you sabotage yourself. So I stopped by to let you know, raise the bar higher. Success is calling you. Your destiny is calling you. You may have been a very accomplished person, but you're not finished. There is much more for you to do. Raise the bar higher. Raise the bar higher. Just tell yourself that. Raise the bar higher, Justin. Raise the bar higher, Sandra. Raise the bar higher, Mark. John, raise the bar higher. Three things to consider. Why am I raising the bar? Because I want to live in abundance. I want to stand that my children can see me as an example. I want to stand that my peers can see me as an example because God has designed me for greatness. So I want to share with you, if you're willing to take the charge to raise the bar higher, because I raised the bar. I am still working on my imperfections. I am not perfect. Your destiny is not calling perfection. Your destiny is calling action. Are you ready to take action and be the girl, the boy that you were called to be? I just stopped by to stir you, to let you know you are more than enough. Take charge and raise the bar higher. I am Miriam Edwards, and I am here to help you raise the bar higher. Thank you.
I teach people just like you how to invest in real estate, make money, build wealth, get rich, and be a millionaire. My top student made $1.2 million on one deal from what I taught him about investing in real estate. Another student made $400,000. She increased her net worth $1.5 million from what I taught her. I promise you this, making this type of money will change your life. Would it make you happy if someone else paid for you, learned how to invest, make money, and build wealth in real estate? Would that make you happy? Hell yes, Terry. That would make me extremely happy. This is my episode of how I built generational wealth and achieved financial success in 3 minutes or less. Follow me, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me. The rich don't have jobs. You guys know that. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. You guys have heard that. But no one has shown you how it's done. I'm doing it right now. I'm showing you right.
Crazy chaos and confusion. I also understand what it is to feel disorganized, feeling like you don't have enough time in the day, feeling like you're scatterbrained and all over the place, and not to mention feeling like you're on a hamster cycle, exerting all of this energy